Tamarack Resort may be known as a winter destination, but we wanted to check out their summer activities. So we went up and visited with Emily and Wolf, both who work for Tamarack Resort, and they gave us a look around the place.
So tell me a little bit about what Tamarack has to offer in the summer. Because I mean, everybody, if you know about Tamarack, you think skiing, right? Snow skiing. But here we are, there's boats behind us, there's a lake. What do you have to do here in the summer?
Yeah, we actually have so much to offer during the summer. Right here down at our waterfront cabana on Lake Cascade, we offer motorized boat rentals. We have a ton of kayaks and stand-up paddleboards,
Right.
as well as tubing sessions. We even have Wake Surf Tuesdays where you can come out and join us on the boat and wake surf behind the boat for about 20-minute sessions at a time. Yeah, it's super, super awesome. And then we have on the mountain, we have mountain biking. We offer both cross-country mountain biking. We have a over 20-mile trail system, just cross-country alone. On the weekends, we offer lift service.
The neat thing about the lift service is you don't have to have a mountain bike. You don't have to ride down the mountain if you don't want to. The ride up the mountain and back down is half the experience, and the view from the top, phenomenal. Lift service bike roads and bike trails, I should say. That's a big deal, right? Because that's new.
Yeah,
new again.
It's new again. When the original bike park was built and developed from 05 to like 08, 09, it was really at the pinnacle at that time of bike parks in the country, along with places like Whistler, Trestle, and Winter Park. And you know, we were closed for a couple years with the bike park. The trails were still available, but we didn't do any lift service type stuff, and we didn't do a lot of maintenance. We had a total refurbishment of all of our trails this summer. We added some trails that haven't even been open for several years, but the amount of maintenance we've done on the trails this year is incredible, and it's been super well received and has really put us back. There's not a bike park of this caliber with 20 plus miles of downhill lift service terrain, servicing green, blue, and black riders from beginner to expert, where everybody can go out and have fun.
Now hold on, let me stop you there. You said green, blue, black. I mean, that sounds to me like runs like on ski runs.
And that's how we've classified ours, is basically the same idea: beginner, intermediate, expert. And so you can gauge where on the trails you want to go.
So, now I got to tell you, they have some amazing trails, and there were some kids bombing down these trails that were just amazing. Me, no way. I wouldn't even ride on the green runs. I went and rode through the golf course. So there's something for everybody.
There's something for everybody, and even like our blue and green trails will have features, you know, whether they're wood features, wall rides, tabletops, hips, things like that, but they have the ability for lower end riders to skip them and ride around them. On a green trail, it would have the ability for a better rider to hit those features and experience that as more of a blue or a black type trail based on how fast they ride, and by hitting some of the features that, say, if they're with their kids may not want to,
may or may not want to do the black.
May or may not want to, exactly. So there's, you know, opportunities. We've got 8 different hubs up on the hill where you can choose different routes down, so you can link together and ride a whole day and hardly ride the same thing twice.
Additionally, we have disc golf.
Okay, disc golf, how hard can it be, right? It's like Frisbee with chains. Turns out way tougher than it looks.
Believe it or not, our disc golf course is one of it's like a championship course. It was designed and built by a guy out of Boise, but it's really, really well known in the disc golf industry as like this really awesome course. It's totally complimentary and open sun up to sundown. We do manage, you know, some of the...
So there really is a little bit of everything to do
there
here.
is a lot, and it doesn't all cost you money. You know what I mean? You can come up and go disc golf. You can go hiking. You can bring your own bike up. You can go sit at the beach at the waterfront. You can go swimming down there. You can come up and enjoy what we have to offer here.
You can soak it in
without, you know, busting the pocketbook every time.
Getting soaked, yeah.
But, you know, obviously there are some incredible adventures.
But then you have food too, right?
We do. We have a restaurant on site. We have Seven Devils Pub, and they are open through the summer on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. They even offer breakfast and brunch.
You know, everywhere we go, we end up getting some nice little surprise we didn't expect. And at Tamarack, that was Seven Devils Pub. Their food is phenomenal. Their appetizers, some of the best we've had. I mean, how has this place changed since you first started?
You know, I think a lot of things have changed, but it's actually more interesting to see what has not changed, which is
like what?
The vibe and the feeling and kind of who Tamarack is and the feeling our guests and our employees have when they're here, which is really difficult to explain, but you guys will probably find out when you leave here, you go like, yeah, that there was a cool feeling. There was something special about Tamarack, and that's the one thing that's been the constant through everything. We've obviously seen the economics and the real estate and all of the ownerships and all of that, and legal things change. But you know, that's been the one constant is that there's something special about Tamarack that has not changed.
Thank you for having us here.
Of course.
We cannot wait till our adventure. It looks so fun. Beautiful day to be on the lake. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. We went out on the pontoon boat on Lake Cascade for a little while, had a great time. Just another example of all the awesome stuff you can do here at Tamarack during the summer you didn't even know they had. And then listen, if you want to know more about Tamarack and all they have to offer in the summer, you just got to go to lovewhereyoulivetv.com, use keyword Tamarack.